Cannot hear you, miss.
Sorry, thank you, Haris. Okay, I'm muted. Thank you so much for coming today. So we wait for 2 more minutes before we start our class. Today, I will remind you about the important dates, and there is something that I want to discuss with you regarding your written test, and then we'll start our lesson for today. We have 52 in the room. Okay, we give 1 more minute before we start. Okay, hi everyone, apa khabar semua?
Miss, have you taken
Yes.
attendance?
Not yet. We just start our class today. Okay, so attendance, I will release the passcode later when we
Okay.
have a break. Okay.
Fine,
So
miss.
today, first agenda we're gonna talk about the assessment. Okay, have you checked your group list in our WhatsApp group yet?
Yeah, miss, not WhatsApp group, it's Telegram.
Sorry, Telegram group. Have you checked? Did you contact your group member?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay. I hope you contact your group member, and also I hope you did maybe do a group between your group. Okay. So today we're gonna talk about the assessment. So for the assessment here, oral test, I will give a date 24 until 28th of January. I will prepare slot, 5-minute slot for each of you. So you need to choose the slot based on your preference date and time. Okay. So 5 minutes for each. So for the oral test. So if you remember, oral test is regarding, I did mention topic that we already learned. So for example, now we already learned topic about vowel and also consonants. So we did learn about money, number. Today we're going to learn about money. And for tomorrow we don't have any class, but I will give and I provide some material for you to watch online. So next week we will do our oral test and also our class. Okay, so oral test 5 minutes for each. You just need to come for your preferred time slot. No need to come like early, 5 minutes early or what, because I will use the same link for the other students as well. Okay, so I will met you. Sorry, I will met you during Okay, sorry. I will meet you during your time slot. Okay. So it's one-to-one oral test between you and also me. So please follow the schedule that you fill up your name, time slot. Okay.
Miss Shaila,
Yes.
the thing for the oral test, what is it all about? So I
Okay.
can do it.
The topic that you learn, you already learned about consonant, vowel, correct?
Yeah.
So you learn about number. So today you will learn about Matawang. So all of this you need to do some revision. Okay. So
Okay.
I did put here. I don't know either you read or not. Okay, here. So not this one. On the other one. Okay. I did inform you. You need to choose one slide from the number that I will show to you. Okay. The slide gonna have a number 1 until 10 or 1 until 20, and then you choose your own number, your preferred number in Bahasa Melayu, and then I will show what is the topic behind it. Okay, for example, like it's about money, and then it show price RM162, something like that, and then you need to pronounce it in the correct sentence, like RM126 dan berapa puluh sen. Okay, and then it's not like you need to talk for the whole 5 minutes, no. Because I also will ask you one spontaneous question based on the topic that you already learned. Okay, based on topic you already learned, not outside of the topic. Okay, clear? So you no need to do any essay or anything. You just do revision from your slide, from topic vowel, consonants, pronunciation, and then we learn about number. So today we learn about the Matawang. So tomorrow you will learn about hari, date, and also month, some greetings. Okay, so that's what we're gonna cover for our oral test. So it's very simple. So no need to do a long essay and read to me. No need. Okay, because this is the oral test. And then role play and also pamphlet. So I already formed a group. I think 4 of you in one group. So the role play, you may have 2 or 3 from Indonesian, and 1 from another country. So what you need to do for the oral play, I did share with you the video. That is a good video that I have so far. So you need to come up with the script, and then after that you need to record yourself by reading the script. So it's like acting based on situation I provide to you. So you need to be either a seller or a buyer. So your submission date is going to be on 12th of February, not this date. Okay, not this date. So it's going to be on 12th of February.
5th February.
12th of February, yes.
12th. Is it 5th of wait, is it 5th February or 12th February?
12th February. Here
Okay,
you can
miss.
see. Here. 12th February.
Okay.
Okay. So
miss,
submission.
the 12th February submission is of the group work, right?
Yes, this one is group work. Okay. See here, maximum 4 students. So I already informed you a group. So please use the same name list that I provide to you. So 12th February midnight, you need to send your video to me. Okay, via Times. And then your pamphlet is the same theme with your role play. So pamphlet, as I mentioned to you earlier, you need to choose from 71 lists that I showed to you. Okay, I did provide in our Times. So anything you can refer to your Times. So choose one place only. So from the place that you choose, you can cover about the history of the place. You can cover about transportation. You can cover about what? You can cover about activity, a food, some interesting information that you want to put in. So you put in the slide. So the submission or the due date is going to be on, sorry. So the due date is on week 7. Okay. So it's going to be on week 7. So what I'm thinking about is your due date here, I did mention actually 19th of February. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so 19th of February. And if you remember for pamphlet, I did mention to you that's going to be 2 types. First one, you need to present. And second one, you need to submit your pamphlet. So presentation is going to be on week 7, class 2. Okay, week 7, class 2, which is on 15. Okay, presentation is going to be 15 February. And your submission pamphlet is going to be 19th of February. Okay, clear for this? And for written test, 31st and also 4th of November, no, 3rd of November, we're going to have our break. It's not like break by Taylor's University, but break from my school to you as you going to celebrate Chinese New Year. So 3rd of January, we don't have any class, but I will give you some exercise to do. And then what you gonna do on that particular week? No, we don't have anything on that particular week because my head of school did not allow to conduct any subject summative assessment. Okay, so no midterm during week 5. So what we're going to do is for written test, we're going to do on 10 to 11 February 2022. So I will open the link for 72 hours. You can do any time during this 72 hours. Not 72 hours, 48 hours. 2 days, right? 48 hours. Anytime that you want to do, your one attempt is going to be for 1 hour. You only have one attempt. So for 1 hour, you can do any time between 10 of February until 11 of February. So within 48 hours, please finish your attempt. So once you done your attempt, so there is no re-attempt for your midterm. Okay, so for your midterm, I will ask only question something about number, day, month, greetings, that topics that you already learned. It's not outside from the topic that you learned from week 2 until week 5. Okay, that one for midterm. And then for final exam, normally we will conduct between 19th of February on Saturday itself, on week 7. It's up to 1 week for short semester. So your exam, we will start from 9 February onwards. So your final schedule will be published by Campus Central. You can check your portal to get to know your time for your final exam. So normally I will remind in our Telegram group as well. So please read our Telegram group and mostly posting by me. So you will not like overlook the date and also the time. So normally for the final exam, we are gonna open from 8 in the morning. Sorry, I need to mute. Okay. 8 in the morning until 8 p.m. Okay, only 12 hours. So within 12 hours, you need to settle your attempt for final exam. Any question? So I hope that you already contact your group members. I hope you already do something with your group members. Maybe you already discuss about topic for pamphlet and also about your role play. Okay, if your group okay, so if you have sleeping partner in your group, your one or two group members did not give contribution at all, please let me know, because I will not give the same mark as you. Okay, this is a group work, so everybody will get the same marks. But if your friends did not give contribution at all, so I will give 0. But you need to report, and also you need to provide me a proof as well, not only a verbal or just Telegram report, but together with the report, such as your friends did not reply to you, such as your friends like ignore your text. Okay, Ken? Any question?
I have a question now.
Yes.
So the group for the pamphlets is the same group for the role play?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
So Miss, are we
yes.
making a video for that, or like we just do the role play during the class?
Role play you need to do during not you need to submit via video, but for pamphlet you need to present in class.
Oh, so that means like we have to create the video, right?
For pamphlet, no, that one is live.
I mean, for the role play, we
Yes,
have to create the video and submit it on the times, or like
yes,
maybe
correct.
whatever it is. And how long it should be?
If you read my guideline, I did mention maximum 5 minutes.
So it's like any minimum minutes there?
Minimum, no, because normally you will reach around 1 minute, 1 minute of video. So I will not put any minutes, any minimum for minutes. So maximum is 5 minutes, not too long. 5 minutes is just nice. So make sure everybody have minimum 5 sentences to say in the video. Okay, so if you have 4 members, so 4 times 5 should be 29.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
No worries. Okay, any other question? Okay, so for submission for pamphlet, when you do your presentation, you just need to let me know, and also your friends, the important point. Okay, do not read from your pamphlet. Mostly students will read from the pamphlet. If you read from the pamphlet, and then it will take quite like 5 minutes to 10 minutes for one group. So please just let me know what is the important point from your pamphlet. For example, that history. So you mention the important point only. Do not read from your pamphlet, because normally when you write on the pamphlet, it's going to be long.
Miss, the thing is,
Yes.
where to see the pamphlet? The role, okay, fine. The role play video you posted it on Telegram, but where to see the pamphlet thing, the deadlines and all those in times?
Pamphlet, normally I'm not sure either you familiar with the pamphlet or not, but I will share sample with you, but everything need to be in Bahasa Melayu. Okay, need to be in A4 size only, no need to be.
Okay, fine.
Okay, it's a normal pamphlet.
Fine.
Okay, any other question before we start our lesson today?
So Miss, pamphlet
Yes.
normally has like many pages in it. Like normally they have like 3 or 4 pages in it. So that means like we have to fold it up.
No, I don't want something like booklet. I just want one pamphlet, one page of pamphlet, and maximum is 2 pages of pamphlet.
1 or 2 pages as a maximum.
Yes.
Okay.
For the pamphlet, you can, where did you mention here? Okay, maximum is 2, minimum is 1. So A4 size. So you can choose the topic like this: history, exciting activity, food, resort, transportation, or other relevant topics that you can include in your pamphlet. And when you want to submit, please submit via PDF. Okay. So if you're using any like Canva or you're using PowerPoint, so please set up in A4 size. Okay.
Sure, Miss.
Okay. So let's discuss our today's topic. So do you remember what we learned last week? Do you still remember?
Numbers.
Numbers. Okay, good. Do you still remember what is the numbers that we learned? The basic numbers. Okay. Can anyone let me know or count from 1 to 10 in Bahasa Melayu? Anyone?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, good. Anyone else would like to try? Either it's correct or not? Anyone else? We have 35 students. Anyone would like to try?
Satu, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay, correct. So this is the basic number that you need to remember. Do you remember what is this? What is the name of this? 0. Apa dia?
Miss, is it kosong?
Yes, correct. This one is kosong. Okay, kosong. Okay,
Miss, is
so
it KOSONG?
KOSONG. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay, so for number, you need to make sure your spelling is correct because sometimes for your midterm and also for your final, these are tricky questions, something like you need to identify the correct spelling for each digit. For example, you give, for example, like books, and then you need to count, and after you count, you need to identify what is the correct spelling for that particular number. You don't know. Okay, so please remember the spelling as well. So we have 1, we have 2, have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, dan 10. So this is the basic number. So how about this? The category, the digit category. What is tin in Bahasa Melayu?
Belas.
Okay, correct. It's going to be belas. What is T? So here, accidentally I cleared it. Okay, is 10. How about 100?
100.
Okay, correct. It's going to be ratus. 1,000.
1000.
Okay, 1,000 is 1,000. 10,000.
10.000.
Okay, it's going to be 10 or 11,000. So it's based on the number. Okay, 100,000 is going to be 100,000 is going to be
100,000.
correct. It's going to be ratus ribu. And the last one we have juta. Okay, juta. So this is the category that you need to remember as well, because the basic number, it's basic or foundation for numbers, for money, and also for time in Bahasa Melayu. So if you know the basic number, it's very important, and also you can catch up for other topic as well. So apakah mata wang? What is currency? So normally currency, not only in Malaysia, in other country as well, we use as a exchange. Okay, because we want to exchange from money, we want to buy something. So in Malaysia also we still use barter system. Okay, barter trading we also still use, but not in the big city, but in the rural area, yes, we still do the barter system. So mata wang, what is mata wang? Mata actually is our eyes. Okay, our eyes. The one is mata. Wang means money. Okay, wang means money. So this is direct translation. Mata is eye, wang means money. But when we combine these two compound words, so it's going to be currency. Okay, if we refer to currency. So in Malaysia currency nowadays, $1 equal to sorry, 4 ringgit something. 4 ringgit something for ringgit Malaysia. I think 4 ringgit 50 cents, something like that. So our currency is deficit quite number since 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, so another word for money we also call as duit. Okay, duit is more to colloquial. Okay, colloquial. So this is the spelling Bahasa Melayu. So colloquial. So if for example like outside of class someone asks you, I want duit. Okay, saya mahu duit. They say saya mahu duit. So that means that person want money. So duit means money. So colloquial name for wang. Okay, so in Malaysia we use ringgit Malaysia. So we can use RM or MYR. It based on a shopping platform that you use, so RM and also MYR. So in Malaysia we have very limited paper note. If I'm not mistaken, we only have 6 paper note and also 4 coin that still can be used in the market. So wang kertas mean paper note. Okay, paper note, wang kertas or bank notes. So kertas actually means paper. Okay, kertas mean paper. Okay, so here we have the lowest value, which is RM1 or RM1. RM1 or RM1. We can say RM1 or we can also say RM1. So here we have 2 types of money, which is polymer and also paper. So the polymer normally we will use only for lower value money, 1 ringgit and also 5 ringgit. So please be careful when you have this kind of money. So normally when you put this polymer type of money in your pens and you put in the dryer, so the money will crumble. It will damaged. Okay, because this one is like a plastic or polymer. This one is paper knot. So normally we also accept this type of paper knot. This kind of paper knot actually the old version, and the polymer version is in 2013. The last version, if I'm not mistaken, in 2007 or 2009. Okay, so this is 1 ringgit. This is in the blue color, we call as biru. Okay, in the blue color, we call as biru. Next, we have wang kertas. In the green color, green we call as hijau. Okay, green we call as hijau. We have RM5 or 5 ringgit. Sorry, RM5 or 5 ringgit. Also same, we have polymer and also paper knot. And this one, a third low, the third low value that we have is 10 ringgit, RM10. So we also have old version and also the new version, RM10 and also 10 ringgit. You can call it either 10 or you can call it either 10 ringgit. RM10 or 10 ringgit. So if you can see, I did not put any image on the back for this kind of money. Okay, this is because later I will show you one video. I would like you to take a look of the video and I will ask you what is the image behind of each paper note. Okay. So next we do have 20 ringgit. So 20 ringgit is RM20. So if you can see here, this one is very old and we still use this kind of symbol, okay, which is $1. So nowadays we didn't use that kind of symbol anymore because we use RM like this. Okay, so this kind of money, RM20, in last print in 1996 and this kind of money in 2013. Okay, so they reprint the 20 paper note in 2013 and the last paper note not really, we did not accept in the market nowadays. If you have it or your mother have it or some of your family is a collector, so please keep this kind of money, and this money we call as RM20 or 20 ringgit. If you can see here also, you try to observe this person. Is this person and also this person the same person or not? What do you think? Same person or different person?
Different person.
Different person. Okay, thank you for your feedback. Anyone else?
Same.
Same. Okay. So
It
we
looks
have
like
one.
and just younger in one.
Yes, correct. So this is the same person. One is old version and then another one is younger version of this person. Okay. So this is the first Supreme King or the first Yang di-Pertuan Agong, Tuanku Abdul Rahman, okay, King of Negeri Sembilan. If you watch a video about the introduction to Malaysia, I did mention to you, which is in Malaysia we have Supreme King and also we have Perdana Menteri, Prime Minister. Because we have monarchy and also we have democracy. So for the for the monarchy system, we do have a king, which is from 9 king, we have one Supreme King. Okay, one Supreme King, which is we call Yang di-Pertuan Agong. So this is the person for Yang di-Pertuan Agong, and this one when he was younger. Okay. So next we do have RM50, RM50 or 50 ringgit. Okay, RM50 or 50 ringgit. When you see this kind of money, you say, oh, okay, it's just normal money. So wait until you watch the video that I will play to you and you will see the secret of paper note in Malaysia. Okay. So 50, the second large value that we have, and the last one we have RM 100, or we call as how much? We also can say 100 ringgit. Okay. So normally that you can see 100 ringgit, 5 ringgit, 2 ringgit, 10 ringgit is more into the colloquial slang that we use. Okay, so this is the highest money that we have, 100 ringgit. And we also have coin. So coin in Bahasa Melayu we call as shilling. So nowadays we only have 4 shilling compared to the last in 2007 we do have 1 cent. We do have 1 ringgit in coin, but no longer have in the market. So now the lower value for shilling or coin is 5 sen. Okay, 5 sen. This is how we spell sen. 5 sen. So we have 5 sen here, also we have 5 sen here. So both still value in the market, but this one in 2007 and this one is 2013. No, sorry. This one is 2011. Okay. So we have a few type of shilling that you still use, and if you happen you have this kind of shilling, you can see how is the material for both shilling is different. Okay. Next we have 10 cent. Okay, we have 10 cent, which is we have 10 cent. We do have this one, and also we do have this one. Okay, this one is 10 sen. And we have 20 sen. So 20 sen here, also the material for the new one is not like same with the old version. So in the old version, you can see this is the Parliament building. Because we have democracy, so also we have the Parliament building. So this is the Parliament building located at at Kuala Lumpur. Okay, at Kuala Lumpur. And last but not least, we have 50 cent. So 50 cent here, this one is a little bit big. Okay, bigger compared to this. Okay, so this is the old version and this one is the old and also new version. Okay, just for your knowledge, a word ringgit actually come from word rigi. Okay, come from word rigi, which is we do have this one. Okay, this 50 cent actually is not a perfect round because they have like what we call it, something like dented here. Okay, this one we call as rigi. So that's why from rigi we take it as our own currency, which is ringgit. Okay, we call as ringgit Malaysia. So this is the paper note and also coin that we have. So I will play a video to you. Okay, this video is about the secret of Malaysia banknotes. So please watch. I will ask you what is the image that you can see behind of each paper note. Okay, I will stop my video and also I will mute. I will come back when the video is finished.
Notes are objects that pass through our hands every day, but they're so much more than just pieces of paper or plastic. In many ways, they're a country's business card, telling you all about the nation's culture and history, neatly summarised in a colourful and accessible format. Take the Malaysian ringgit as an example, self-described as distinctively Malaysian. Now, I'll be honest, Malaysia is a country I know embarrassingly little about. I've passed through its airport a couple of times, and even glimpsed the iconic Petronas Towers longingly from the plane window, but that's the extent of my relationship with the country. Well, what better guidebook than their banknotes? And the Petronas Towers are literally on one of them. So let's take a closer look at their culture, traditions, history and natural wonders, as well as the single largest banknote in the world. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. Let's start with just the standard notes. There are 6 denominations ranging from the 1 ringgit, worth about 18 pence or 24 US cents, right the way up to the 100 ringgit, therefore worth about 18 pounds or $24. Each note is its own vivid colour, but other than that, the fronts are fairly similar. They feature the portrait of Abdul Rahman, the country's first supreme head of state or king, alongside Malaysia's national flower, the hibiscus. In the background of each can be seen a different patterned songket, a traditional Malay fabric, and there are some really intricate and beautiful designs here. Towards the top left of each note can be seen a see-through register security feature. What this means is half an image is printed on the front of the note, and the remaining sections on the back, so when held up to the light, the image completes. It's hard for counterfeiters to perfectly align their printing, so if the images do line up, it means the note is likely genuine. It takes the form of the denomination for each note, with the exception of the 50 ringgit, which instead features another songket pattern. Another cool security feature can be found inside the main numbers on each note, microprint. It's almost impossible to see with the naked eye, but each number is made up of hundreds of smaller numbers. Again, this is exceptionally difficult for counterfeiters to reproduce. All notes also feature a braille-like raised line to help the visually impaired distinguish between them, once again with the exception of the 50, which features 2 raised diamonds instead. Other than that, the main difference between the notes is that the 1 and 5 are polymer, whilst the others are paper. I'm not quite sure why this is, but would speculate it's due to polymer's durability and lifespan, particularly for lower value notes that are likely to be subject to more wear and tear. It's not too uncommon to find this on currencies. For instance, both Mexico and Singapore also use polymer for their lower notes, and paper for the higher ones. With this, the 2 polymer notes each feature 2 transparent windows, whilst the 4 paper see a watermark of Abdul Rahman in its place. The 10 and 20 feature this shiny security fibre, whilst it takes the form of a holographic strip on the 50, and this really cool 3D strip on the 100. The 50 also includes a tilt effect feature. The last thing I want to point out on the front is something really weird and mysterious I noticed on the 50. At the very top and bottom of this box on the left can be seen the word void. I have literally no idea why this is, and it seems very odd and contradictory to include the word void on a circulating banknote, unless it was a test or demo note or something of the sort, which I'm fairly certain it's not. If you know or have a theory as to why, it's been really bothering me, so please let me know down below. Anyway, let's now take a look at the back of the notes, where they really start to become unique. The 1 ringgit features a Wau Bulan, or moon kite, one of the country's national symbols. Kite flying is a traditional sport in Malaysia, often a celebration of a good harvest, and kites can be seen again on one of the coins and in the logo of Malaysia Airlines. The 5 ringgit features a rhinoceros hornbill, a magnificent bird depicted in a beautifully illustrated rainforest scene. It's the previous 5 ringgit design that featured the Petronas Towers. The 10 sees a Rafflesia, the world's largest flower that can grow up to a metre in diameter, whilst the 20 celebrates the country's oceans, with both a hawksbill and leatherback turtle, described by the country as ambassadors of the rich and colourful marine life found in their tropical waters. Interestingly, the 20 ringgit wasn't included in the previous series of notes, and so was brought back specifically for this series, much to everyone's delight. The 50 was released to mark the country's 50th anniversary and depicts the first Prime Minister during the Declaration of Independence in 1957. The note represents Malaysia's transforming economy and also features an oil palm tree, which nowadays might seem a controversial choice, and a molecular structure representing microbiology. And finally, the 100 ringgit features Mount Kinabalu, the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia, beside the rock formations of Gunung Api Valley, both UNESCO World Heritage Sites. All designs feature this peculiar symbol, which it took me far too long to realise is the central bank's logo, as well as Jawi script, a traditional alphabet used for the Malay language, which is otherwise falling increasingly out of use. There's microprint text around the borders of each picture, and the notes glow rather spectacularly under UV light. The 1, 5, 10 and 20 all see the main image from the note: a wow bulan, a rhinoceros hornbill, a rafflesia, and a turtle, alongside the denomination and central bank's logo. The 50 and 100 are a little different, however, seeing a glowing 50 again with the molecular structure and a mountain illuminated. The 4 paper denominations all feature these random flecks of colour, security fibres intentionally added to the paper at the pulp stage. And that's just about it for these notes, but that's not where the story ends. Remember I mentioned the largest banknote in the world? Well, in 2017, for the country's 60th anniversary, Malaysia released 2 somewhat unusual designs. First, there's a 60 ringgit, an unusual denomination which now sells online for about 15 times its face value, so unfortunately I don't have a real one to show you. Though the denomination may seem bizarre, countries do occasionally release weird and wonderful banknotes to commemorate important events, such as the 7 Fiji dollar note to celebrate the country winning gold in rugby sevens at the Olympics, or the newly released 75,000 Indonesian rupiah note, again to mark the country's 75th anniversary. But where it gets really bizarre is this: the 600 ringgit note and the single largest legal tender banknote in the world, measuring an enormous 37 by 22 centimeters. Here's a photo to put that in perspective. Now these sell for about £3,000 or £4,000, or about $4,000 or $5,000 US, and I tried my absolute best to get hold of a real one for this video. I thought maybe I could buy one and then sell it again afterwards to recoup what I'd spent, but I couldn't find one for sale anywhere in the world. It seems the only people who own them are hardcore banknote collectors, unwilling to part with their most prized possession, and so we'll just have to look at this picture of one instead. Nonetheless, isn't it glorious? Imagine the size your wallet would need to be to accommodate one. As far as I can tell, it's more or less identical to the 60, apart from the denomination and size obviously. The notes see the royal throne encircled by the 15 supreme heads, including Abdul Rahman from the standard notes, whilst the reverses portray the signing of the independence agreement. I really wish I had a real one to show all the cool features, its microprint or what it looks like under UV light, and if I do manage to get hold of one, I'll definitely make a follow-up video in the future. But for now, there we are, Malaysia's colourful, fascinating and beautiful banknotes that so wonderfully inform us all about this marvellous country. A massive thank you to everyone who very kindly sent in banknotes for this video, including Eugene, Jordan, Ezra and Maham.
Okay, so what you get from the video? What do you get from the video? So you can see that a few paper notes. One is the 60 ringgit. That one is for collection only. That one is not value in the market. Okay, my first question is gonna be. Okay, my first question. What is the image for the 100 ringgit, 100 ringgit? What is the image for 100 ringgit? What is the image?
Wasn't it the mountain?
Yes. What is the name of the mountain, Peter?
I'm not sure. I forgot it already.
Okay, so the name of the mountain at the back of 100 ringgit is the Mount of Kinabalu. Okay, Gunung Kinabalu. So the Mount of Kinabalu is located at Sabah. So if you like hiking and you want to hike the highest mountain in Malaysia, so you need to hike Mount of Kinabalu. Okay. Second question. What is the image at the back of RM1?
Wow bulan.
Wow bulan. Yes. Wow bulan actually is a traditional kite of Malaysia. So where you can find the wow bulan or the moon kite is when you visit Kelantan and also Terengganu. Okay, Kelantan and Terengganu. So Kelantan and Terengganu are located at east coast of Malaysia, and normally during November and December, they will play the Wow Bulan. Okay, the Wow Bulan, that one is traditional kind of Malaysia. Okay, my next question. What is the image behind RM5? RM5.
Was it the hornbird?
Yes. Okay, the hornbird normally you can find in Sarawak and it's become the mascot for state of Sarawak. Okay, thank you. Okay, what is the image behind RM10? What is the image behind RM10? Sepuluh in the warna merah, in the merah paper knot. What is the image?
Rafflesia arnoldi.
Okay. The flowers, the biggest flower that we have in Malaysia is Rafflesia. So when you go to the forest area in Sabah, so you can see Rafflesia. Okay, next question. Who is the person at the back of RM50? Who is the person at the back of RM50? Who is the person? Who is the person?
Malaysia Prime Minister, first Prime Minister.
Yes, Malaysia first Prime Minister, which is Tunku Abdul Rahman. Okay, Tunku Abdul Rahman. So first Prime Minister is Tunku Abdul Rahman. First yang di-Pertuan Agong or Supreme King is Tuanku Abdul Rahman. So we have a different person, so the name is quite familiar. So if you can see, if you have 50 ringgit with you, so you can see the poster of Tunku Abdul Rahman during the Declaration of Independence of Malaya that time. So if you remember, I did mention of, if I'm not mentioned yet, so I will mention now, the highest tower in construction, which is PNB 118. Okay, PNB 118. KLCC floor is only 88 floor. And the coming up is going to be PNB 118, and actually the structure of the building PNB 118 taken by or inspired by the features or the poster of Tuanku Abdul Rahman when he declared independent of Malayaland that time. So still in construction. I think this year they will open and also officially launch the PNB 118. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, one more question. What is the image at the back of 20 ringgit?
The sea turtle.
The sea turtle, yes, correct. So the sea turtle, you can find quite a lot when they lay their egg at Terengganu. Okay, so yeah, you can come and visit all the place based on the paper note itself. Okay, we're gonna have a break for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, we also will have our passport for our attendance for today's class. I would like to remind you, tomorrow we don't have a class because tomorrow is a public holiday. Okay, so let me share my screen and we're going to have break for 10 minutes. I will come back within 10 minutes. Okay, can we continue?
Sure, Miss.
Okay, share my screen. So next we're gonna talk about how to say money in a full sentence. So normally in bahasa Melayu, we will write something like this. RM169. Okay, RM169, RM169. So in the money, normally we have two parts. We have ringgit part and also we have the sen part. This one is the ringgit part and this one is the sen part. Okay, ringgit and also the sen part. So normally when we write in the full sentence or when we verbally inform the value in the full sentence, so it's going to be 169. Okay, we need to settle the amount first and then continue with ringgit. You can either put the ringgit or you can either add the ringgit Malaysia. Okay, either one can. So 169 ringgit or you put the ringgit Malaysia. So RM 169. Or when you have a sen part, so this is the sen part, you need to pay more attention on the dot here and also the ringgit part. So here is 2,574 and then we have ringgit and the dot here actually we call as dan. Okay, dan and then you need to put or mention the sen part which is 90 sen. Okay, 90 sen. Okay, I would like to ask you, can we remove dan here? Can we remove dan here?
Yes.
Yeah, correct. If you want to just mention 2,574 ringgit 90 sen, also can. If you want to put dan, also can. No problem and no issue at all. Okay, clear? Okay, can you try how we pronounce it in the full sentence? Anyone would like to try? How about this?
49 dan 90 sen.
Okay, you forgot the ringgit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can you try again, Peter?
49 ringgit dan 90 sen.
Okay, good. Okay, 49 ringgit dan 90 sen. So you need to put ringgit and also sen. But normally you will forgot to put the ringgit. Okay, it's not the unusual things, Peter. Okay, normally you will forgot to put the ringgit. So make sure you settle the ringgit part and then you settle the sen part. Okay, how about this one? Okay, berapa ringgit? Berapa ringgit mean how much? Okay, berapa ringgit? How much? Any idea?
21 ringgit
Okay, good.
dan what was 8?
What is it?
8
Okay, good, good.
80 sen.
Okay, good. Correct. Okay, 21 ringgit dan 80 sen. Okay, for your midterm or for your final, we're gonna give you only like this amount and together with the picture. Okay, for final, you can choose either A, B, C, D, which one is the correct answer. In my different with the spelling, so please make sure that the spelling is correct. You remember the spelling. Or another one is you need to write down this amount in a full sentence. Okay, so two situations for this kind of question. Next, we have this one. Berapa ringgit? How much? Berapa ringgit?
RM2,574.90.
Okay, correct. RM2,574 dan 90 sen. Again, even if you want to remove, it's okay, no issue at all. Okay, this one. Okay, we just do earlier.
RM169.
Okay, RM169. Okay, so this is how we write down into a sentence. There is a question also. We write this in a sentence, and then you need to choose which one is the correct one in a value, something like this. Okay, that's also this question that you will face for final. Okay, so beside the value in a money, you also need to know a few question words. Okay, a few question words. So before we go deep for the question word according to the price, this is the question word that we have in Bahasa Melayu. Apa, siapa, di mana, kenapa, or mengapa, bagaimana, bila, dan berapa. Okay, so apa means what. Okay, you want to ask about the object, so it's what. Siapa, who. If you want to refer to a person, you want to know his or her name, so you need to use siapa. Di mana is where. Okay, kenapa or mengapa is why. Like why you eat this, why you crying, why you don't finish your homework. Okay, bagaimana means how. Okay, this is how, like the way that you do something. Okay, how you come here, how you go to campus. So it's how, bagaimana. Bila is when, you want to know about the timing, day or date, something like that. So it's when, bila. And berapa here actually is how, but in Bahasa Melayu we did use it as a berapa harga, how much, and berapa banyak, how many. Another one, we also use berapa ringgit for colloquial. Okay, berapa ringgit. So also how much. So for example, you go to a shopping complex and you ask berapa ringgit, and they will tell you the total of the item that you buy. So you can ask berapa harga or berapa ringgit. Both actually have the same meaning. Berapa banyak is about the quantity. So this is kata tanya based on money topic. So okay, you can also use this kind of phrase for your script for role play. Okay, you can use this, and also you can use the term that we're going to learn here. Okay, so the term here is the normal term that you can find in any store in Malaysia. And believe me, everyone like it. Okay, sale is jualan murah. Okay, sale mean jualan murah. Then we have harga is for price. Okay, if you want to ask about the price, like say berapa harga. Okay. Then mahal. If you want to say, oh, it's very expensive. So expensive is mahal. Okay, expensive is mahal. Then you want to say the opposite. Okay, the opposite of mahal is murah, means cheap. Murah. Okay, mahal and murah. Then we have discount. So for example that you want discount. So you ask, saya mahu discount. Okay. Saya mahu discount. I want discount. Mahu is want. Okay. If you want to say like as a buyer, you say, okay, saya beri diskaun 20. Okay. This one is we call as peratus. Saya beri diskaun 20%. So the percentage here in bahasa Melayu we call as peratus. Then what we have here? Price cut we call as potongan harga. Price cut we call as potongan harga. So cut here it can be is a verb or it can be a noun. So in bahasa Melayu if you use only potong, so it's going to be a verb. But if you mention as a potongan, so it's going to be a noun. So potongan harga is a price cut. Then we have promotion, which is promosi. Promotion is promosi. Then percuma means free. For example, like you want free item, you can ask, ada hadiah percuma? Okay, ada hadiah percuma, have a free gift. So gift is hadiah, percuma means free, ada means have. Okay, next, beli satu percuma satu. Everybody love this phrase, which is beli satu percuma satu. Buy one, free one. Also, you can use when you want to do your role play later on. Okay. Next is peratus, mean percentage. Peratus mean percentage. Okay. So as I mentioned to you earlier, so if you want to use peratus, you can use such as in this one. Saya beli diskaun, saya beri diskaun, I give discount 20%, 20%. Okay, so peratus. So this is a few terms that you can use when you want to develop your storyline. Okay, so for example, like you want to give a promotion, that one you want to give a peratus discount, or you want to give free gift, okay, anything. You can choose by your own. Okay, if you go to your times as well, actually you can see I did put a dialogue between a buyer and also seller. That situation is situation about buying a nasi lemak. Okay, buying a nasi lemak. So what is nasi lemak? Nasi lemak is a coconut rice that really famous in Malaysia. So if you happen to be in Malaysia, so you can eat nasi lemak in the morning, afternoon, and also for your dinner. So I did build up and also give example of audio and also a script about buying nasi lemak. So the conversation is between a seller and also buyer. So you can also use that kind of guideline to do your script. Okay, so that one is for role play. I will try to find an example from previous class for the template. I try to find a good template so I can share with you later on in our Telegram group. Any question? So before I forget as well, in times, we do have exercise about money. So please go and also try to answer the question because it will familiar you with the type of question that you're gonna facing for your written test and also for your final. Okay, I did give and also I did provide a sentence in Bahasa Melayu and also translation in Bahasa Inggeris. So you can familiar with the question as well Because for final and also for midterm, everything is going to be fully bahasa Melayu. Okay, so that's why the exercise is very, very useful for you, because you can learn a few things. Maybe you can, and also you will identify later on the word. Okay, any question?
No, Miss.
No. If you don't have any question, I think I finished my lesson today. I know it's quite for Ringgit, it's quite simple, but please go in and also do your exercise. If you have any concern about the answer, please let me know. Okay, I think that's all from me, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. And tomorrow is a public holiday, so we don't have any class at 10 o'clock. But I will provide a video for you to watch for this week. Okay, I think that's all for me. Bye-bye. Terima kasih semua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Makasih, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Sama.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you too.
Miss,
Yes.
the thing is about the for the pamphlet, like the role play I understood, but for the pamphlet thing, like where to see the information?
Okay. Go to your times. There is a topic that I mentioned inside it. Okay. The first topic. Have you go to your times? Have you watched briefing video and also go into your times to see the info?
No, I've not. So I should go there and see.
Yeah, okay. On the first session, introduction to the module, actually, I did put there a list of template, list of place that you can choose for your template. So look into it, and also, I'm not remember what is the title I put. Wait, Okay, go inside, and then there is 71 lists for a list of places that you can choose, or choose only one place. In the first topic.
So Miss, I should choose like the places.
Yeah, but the one is grouping. So you need to make sure that you do or you make decision as a group. It's not
Individual.
personal. It's not individual.
Okay.
So you go to introduction to module Bahasa Melayu Komunikasi 2. So inside it, you will find your assignment guideline, and also you can find the topic for your pamphlet as well.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. I think that's all. Thank you.